kick you off with an opening statement.
Okay. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Well, I think about a week ago I was up here talking about us not getting off to the start that we would have liked to after the first couple games. But this certainly puts us in a better spot. I was really proud of these guys, these two, and the rest of their teammates to how they just stayed focused throughout the week. And we just felt like if we just didn't do some of the things that occurred in the first couple games, meaning the turnovers and things like that we put ourselves in a position to win. And it was nice to get out to an early lead and then protect the lead. We clearly have some things that we have to work on. I had an issue that I wasn't pleased with at the end of the half. We took points off the board. We'll have to take a look at that. But nonetheless, I thought it was a great effort. We ran the football. We did a nice job stopping the run when we needed to. And, we didn't throw it as well as we would have liked, but, the passing game is complemented by the run game. And I think people have some respect for our running game. I'm going to turn it over to Reggie. I think he's had enough time to catch his breath after that long run. So, questions?
Reggie, what was working in the run game? It seemed like you guys were able to run a full inventory in terms of the run game. What was working all for you?
Man, everything. I think it comes down to, obviously, our offensive line, great game planning, but then the receivers, man, the perimeter blocking. I think that's what takes the run game to another level. They were solid out there, They kept going. I think on the last run, I ran into Joe Walker, who was on the backside, So just effort like that, man, turn, 60-yard gains that should have been touchdowns into actually touchdowns. So I'm just blessed to have this team, man. Blessed for Coach Fisher, honestly, and God is good.
Is this something you guys can kind of continue to build on, once you kind of start breaking those longer runs, just keep hitting it, keep going?
Of course, man. I think we got a stable of backs, and I think we're slowly learning our role. Everybody's continue to get healthy, and, we just got to keep going. Got to keep going, stay true to everything coaches are telling us, and just be ourselves.
Coach, you got an injury update on Lynch?
I'm sorry?
Injury update on Lynch?
It's an ankle component. What we took him inside. X-rays were negative. He was really sore. We kept him alive, because we have just two on the roster, so we kept him alive in case we needed him to come back. But he just told me just moments ago that he'll be ready for Friday.
Healthy, he starts.
At this point, yeah.
And what was the decision during the week to put him definitely a start? That one plus Jay.
It's the same thing. We're going to play both of them. We just have, and again, I've said this over the last few weeks, we just haven't had ample reps and opportunities for one or the other to separate themselves. So we're gonna play them both. So it's just they complement each other very well today. So
A lot of teams in the league do use a two-quarterback system, different styles. They seem like they're similar style. How are you going to be able to work in both guys in the same playbook?
just the way we've been doing. Try to what we have said to start the game is that whoever's going to start will get through the first quarter, and then we'll provide a couple opportunities in the second quarter and see where it goes from there. So there's a lot of things that that are not perfect, and playing two quarterbacks is a difficult thing to do, and divide reps and opportunities and situations and things like that. But we committed to both of them that they're both going to play for us.
Coach, you guys pitched the first shutout of the season by any team today. How much of those two timely fourth down stops in and near the red zone play?
Well, that and unfortunately we had a punt blocked, but we had relentless effort to get that returner, the guy that had the ball in his hand, had possession, to get him on the ground. That kept a score off the board. So our defense is we just got to keep doing it. We've gone now 6 scoreless quarters, and we just got to keep doing it. We're rotating guys. Dan's doing a great job. They understand what to do. They're playing hard, and I'll let number one talk about it, how they're playing on defense.
Just to piggyback up what Coach said, just like a lot of relentless effort. Like I said, the guys up front, stopping the run, just like on that
like when they blocked the punt, they ran the ball 3 times in a row, just like guys like that, running to the ball, stuff like that. So, it's just something that we got to piggyback off and keep going next week, and the weeks after that.
You guys were particularly solid in the red zone and getting off a good on 4th down. How important are those gotta have the moments to be able to come up big like that?
It's very important, just like I said before, just just to stop a team on, where it's 3rd and 3 or 4th and 1 is huge. It just turns the momentum of the game. So just for us to be able to do that is huge.
Coach, early on, it seems like passing gave you guys some juice early, particularly his ability to run the football. How big was that to kind of get that first score?
Well, it was huge. We lost the first 2 games by 9 points, and we just hadn't gotten the ball in the end zone early in the game, and we did. It's different when you're playing with the lead, but you have to learn to play with the lead. And I think our guys learned an awful lot today about how important every play is. And again, I'm disappointed that we didn't get points before the end of the first half, but I'll take that. I was a little on the generous side with my timeouts early, which I've been in the first half so far, the last 3 games, but worked out for us.
And then you mentioned the passing offense. Is your hope, your ability to run the football like you did today, that you can start getting the play-acting game going and maybe take some shots that night?
Yeah, you couldn't have put it any better. That's typically what happens. Defense and run game comes before, the passing game. When we look around the league, there's plays being made, but scoring's down, and you gotta establish the run, and the passing game comes after that.
Coach, why did you make the decision to go for 2 points after your time?
It's kind of a philosophy of our team right now. We're going to score points however we can. We haven't been kicking the ball as efficient as we would have liked, but no, that's nothing. I mean, you saw what Mac did. I mean, who knows what this game would have been like had Mac not punted the ball the way he did. But we went into this saying, you know what, we're going to go for 2. And I talked to Kirby about it too. I mean, it's just like that's just kind of what we decided to do today. And I wasn't running the score up at all with that 2-point attempt after the last score.
Reggie, how do you feel about that as an offensive player, knowing that the offense is still just going to stay out there?
Man, when he said go for 2, I was like, oh, coach is confident, usually when you get in situations like that, it's tough to score. And we hit all of them, man. It just shows that, when we run all 80 of those 2-point plays in practice, they work. So we got to go after them hard and keep going, man. Coach knows what he's doing. He's Jeff Fisher for a reason. We just got to keep going and trust
We
him.
could end it on that if you want. Are you good?
For sure.
You got 80 2-point plays?
Sorry?
It seems like it. It seems like
If we have that many, we probably need to back down. Thank you.
Let's go out to the Zoom. Any questions
Okay.
out there in Zoom?
Yeah, I have a question, Coach. Tyler Davis with the Detroit Free Press. The kicking philosophy, is pretty obvious early. Do you think that's something you're going to continue? Is it kind of a week-by-week basis as far as not attempting field goals or extra point attempts?
No, I mean, it's it's going to be a week-to-week thing. And Matt kicked good in practice this week. Made some adjustments, and he kicked good in practice. And out of fairness to him, the ball issues were significant in the first 2 weeks. I saw a 46-yard and a 1 over 50 last night, and so the guys are, the kickers are getting in the swing. So we'll keep working with Mac, but no, I mean it's nice to know that, when you go for 2, you can go ahead and execute the plays.
Are there any other questions?
Coach, I had a quick question. This is Evan Wilsmore from USFL News. Obviously, you guys had a great performance today. Congratulations on the first win. I was just wondering if you wanted to give, credit to anybody else on the offensive or defensive side of the ball. I know Reggie and Jameson were huge contributors, but is there anybody else that you'd like to thank today for just the big win?
Well, I mean, this is a team effort. We couldn't bring the whole team in here, but it's a team effort. And again, as Reg said, the offensive line, I mean, they play good, and we had to replace a couple guys late, and that's the thing that I think is most pleasing to me is the fact that, you have to be able to adjust and change and, move your roster around because there's things that are out of your control. But, I think the defense as a whole has been playing well. You look at our points allowed, after 3 games, they're down. I mean, it's down. So we have to keep that going. And there'll be a lot of unsung heroes out there. We made some really good plays on special teams today. And that, it was a field position game for probably 2.5 quarters, and then when we broke it open at the end. But you're managing field position. And the only way you do that is with good cover teams, fielding the ball well and punting the ball well, and we did that.
That'll do it, Coach. Gentlemen,
Okay, thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Can I have this? All right. I didn't know if it was for show or not. I appreciate that.